All right, I'll go over the dollar real quick. We got our FOMC meeting, um, a spike lower on the meeting. I was looking for possibly a reversal into the close. We didn't get that. But if we get a swing tomorrow or Friday, I'd say the odds are pretty good that we've got a final intermediate cycle low. So by a swing, that means that we have to, price has to hold above today's intraday low, which it looks like it was about 93.15, and it also has to trade above today's high, which was 93.79. If we do that tomorrow, if we were to trade above 93.79 on the dollar index, that would complete a swing, and I would say the odds are, pretty good that that's going to be the end of this intermediate decline. Um, and then I'll be able to tell pretty quickly, I guess, whether or not we're starting in the advancing phase of a new intermediate cycle. If we are, then this RSI, you can kind of see, and I've gone over this many times in the past, when the intermediate cycle is in the declining phase, RSI tends to uh, turn back down quickly from any kind of overbought condition, and you can see that's exactly what happened after we topped here. It just never could hold any kind of an overbought condition, and the moves down tended to get heavily oversold or embed in the oversold condition. So you can see here, and as we have here. So if we, once we get a bottom and turn back up, if price can come up and push the RSI, uh, you know, deeply into the overbought condition or embed it in the overbought condition, that would be a very dependable sign that the intermediate decline is over and we're starting the advancing phase of the next intermediate cycle. And like I said in my previous video, I think that advancing, I think the next intermediate cycle is going to left translate. By that I mean I don't think it's going to rally more than 6 or 7 weeks tops. I doubt that it would recover this 200-day moving average that is starting to turn down um, before rolling over and then moving down again, making a lower low. Then, if this does turn out to be the intermediate cycle low, then making a lower low below this, just like this low has stair-stepped lower than this last intermediate cycle low. So tomorrow and Friday, we'll watch and see if the dollar can complete a swing. If it does, that would be the first confirmation that we've got final bottom. The fact that this has all the earmarks of a bloodbath phase suggests to me that this is the ending phase of the intermediate cycle, and that we're not going to have another daily cycle down after this, and that we will then start the advancing phase of a new intermediate cycle. And the expectation again is that intermediate cycle will also left translate just like this one, and ultimately will make a lower low, and probably the next intermediate cycle will make um, considerably lower lows, whereas this intermediate cycle, assuming that we're getting a bottom here, didn't really break down that significantly below this intermediate cycle low. The next one I think will. I think it'll break quite far below this intermediate cycle low, again assuming that this turns out to be a final intermediate cycle low.